Hey guys, come with me as we attempt to install these parts on Project Sharkbite. To take the airbag off, first we have to undo these clips. If you can see that one right there, this one right here, the last one will be down here. Try this one because I can't get that other one. Got that first one out. Let's try the bottom one. There goes number 2. There we go. We got all 3 out. Now we have to take off the bolt that is in here. It's a 13mm. We have to break it loose and then break the steering wheel loose. It did start raining on us, so you might hear rain noise in the background. This will be more than enough to take this off. It's loose. Make sure you put this in there, a couple threads in so you can pop the steering wheel off. So once you take it off, put it in a couple threads just so you don't mess up the threads, and just yank on the wheel. It should come off like that. Afterwards, take the nut out. It's got this little base plate, as you can see. With the nut, the whole steering wheel comes off. Be careful, because you do have your clock spring with your clips up here. You undo that clip, the whole wheel comes off. Right now is the perfect time to test your steering wheel buttons. If you grab your steering wheel buttons from the ones you're using to replace it with, which I've got these from the junkyard, you plug it in right here. Once it's plugged in right there, let's test it. That's the cruise control. We need to test this one. Let's see how the buttons work. They do. I haven't been able to move my buttons in a long time. Look, my fuel economy ain't too bad. I just step outside into the rain. As you can see, I'm soaking wet. To go grab a couple of tools to take that steering wheel apart, because I can't really work outside like I had planned to originally. So we're gonna have to do everything inside the truck in the most uncomfortable way possible. I can't even get out anymore to unhook the batteries. I'm gonna put everything back together to the point where I need to put the airbag back in. Once I need to put the airbag back in, I'll go outside, unhook the battery, and then come back inside and just pop everything back in. Let's start by taking off these screws. Damn, she's tight. There goes screw number 1. Screw number 1 is out. There's screw number 2. There's 2 bolts out. We got 2 more to go. Put them right here so we don't lose them. Down here looks to be a Phillips head, which I don't have any, so I'm gonna have to jerry rig something together. I know, I don't have the most plain screwdriver ever in the world. I have them in my toolbox at work, so I'm gonna have to make do with what I have. We have successfully taken all the bolts out. We should just theoretically need to pry these apart. It's not really working. Why isn't it coming apart? Why isn't it coming apart? Oh, look, there's 4 more on the inside. Let's get those 4 real quick. Put this over there. We should be able to pop it off now. Right, there goes part of it. There goes the other half. There goes the whole front. We've got the front out. Let's see what's holding us back now. If you turn it on the back side, you can see the little clips. Let's undo these clips. There goes clip number 1. Look, this is a longer clip. There's the clip number 2. If I can get that little tag. Buttons are out. On the new set of buttons that I have, it doesn't include this right here, which is the phone and the VR. I don't know what this is. I never use them, so the new buttons don't have it, which is perfect because I used to hit them accidentally all the time. Let's see how we pop out this backside and just slides back out. This is where all the harness is set at. We'll undo that part. There goes the whole harness. And start putting in the new harness so we don't lose track of where we're at. We'll undo these buttons really quick. Button number 1, button number 2. As we unclip the old one, we'll clip in the new one. It looks right here. We'll undo this clip and we'll slip this one in right here. There goes the new one. If you can see, it's got this long cable. This is for the steering wheel. If you see, we've got this long one that's meant for the horn. We got this short one, which I want to do the radio buttons later on. They go around here, but this one doesn't have for that. If you can see right there, it doesn't have but it will be put on there after. Clip this wire into this section, then follow through that way with the other clip. This big clip right here is the one that goes to the clock spring right up here. This is the other volume button right here with the other steering wheel button. This is the one that goes to your clock spring. That should be it right there. Now let's take this off of the steering wheel. On the steering wheel, you have your old harness still attached to it. You have to remove this last clip, this last little thin clip right here. That's the one for your horn. Hopefully our horn works again because I haven't had a horn either. Let's see, how do you undo this clip? It's a weird looking clip. Never seen anything like this. Let's see the one on the steering wheel. It's got a little clip on this side, but I don't see it on this one. It looks like you got a little prong here. See if we can do it with this. Man, It's such an odd clip. There we go. Clip is out. Put this aside. Find this one over here. See if we can get it to connect. Which they look to be different, which is not good. Here it is. This is the long clip we need to connect. Connect these two. There it is. Now let's put everything back in place. This goes up here. Line this up here. Line this down here where it's supposed to be. Slip in. This goes this way. There. 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 The harness is in. I don't like the routing on this, so I'm gonna reroute it. There we go. There we go. Pull this in here. We're done. Harness is ran in. Now we need to flip this back out. Clip it into where it goes. Come on, line up. Click that in. Fish in the airbag ones. Make sure this harness doesn't get jammed up in the back. Whee! Now that is uncomfortable. Wait, got ahead of myself. Almost forgot to put the screws back in. Torque split goes over here. There's the other torque split right here. The other torque split is in. Now for the Phillips, 2 Phillips to go to here. One down here. Uh-oh, dropped it. So it does not catch unless you have a faceplate on there. So let me work on the faceplate now. As I do not have the specialty bit that goes on these tiny screws, I'm gonna get them out with the plier. Okay, this will be the new one for the steering wheel that's got the gear buttons now here. See if I can wire these into here instead to make it a little easier while I'm driving in the mud. This is the new button for the screen controls. It doesn't have that button anymore, which it used to piss me off because I accidentally hit it all the time. There goes button 1. Let's put the screws back in. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. I'll be tightening these down off camera. So if you see a jump cut, I'm sorry. We're upgrading from this cruise control to this one that's got gear buttons for your plus and minus on the gears instead of using the one on the column. We're going to try and see if we can make that work. Lines up there. Let's put in screw 1, screw 2, and screw 3. Again, I'll tighten them off camera. We need to connect these plugs. We've got this plug over here. It goes on this side. Which, where the hell did it go, man? Like this flat blade one and this 4-pin one are facing out on top of the bar so they can reach your steering wheel buttons. Now let's connect these back together. It is a little uncomfortable to do these. You kind of have to watch from the back side. You line them up, clip them in, line up the other one, clip it in. This one done. There we go. Line it up, plug it in, then put both halves together because you need both halves to put the screws in. Line them up, just press them down slowly, make sure they line up where they need to be. Like here, we're having an alignment issue. There we go. Let's correct it. It clips into itself. That's it. And let's put the screws back in. It's a total of 8 screws, 4 of them being torque spits on the top sides for both sides, 2 Phillips heads, or 4 Phillips heads, 2 per side. There goes 1 torque spit screw. There goes the other torque spit. Oh no, that's a Phillips. Let me swap that out. Phillips, Phillips. Where you at, torque spit? There you are. Torque spit. We'll put these 2 just to hold the front side in. Then we'll put the 2 on the back side to hold the back side in. That's a Phillips. There's another torque spit. We'll put these torque spit in just to get it started and held together. We'll slap it all back together in a second. Here's the other torque spit. Now for the 4 Phillips. Each Phillips goes down here. Here. Where'd I leave that Phillips bit? Right here. Doing these by hand. Only hand tight till as tight as I can get them. Because they don't need to be crazy tight. It's just a steering wheel cover. It is plastic. You will break it if you overdo it. Line them up. Turn them in until they stop. That's it. You don't need to go crazy on these. They're just screws into plastic. The last 2 Phillips on the inside of the steering wheel. Just get them to line up. Twist them down. That's it. We'll make sure all the way down. Right here I have a little gap. That's it. This last one, we'll be able to put the steering wheel back on. Hopefully, my steering wheel's horn will start working again because I haven't had a horn in a minute. It sucks when you're in Atlanta traffic. That's it. Time to go back in. We'll line up this plug that in. Be careful, don't break any prongs or anything. It should go in nice and easy. There goes that. Fish in your airbag harness and pull in the slack from your steering wheel harness and make sure everything lines up. Fish everything through and make sure you line up everything. There we go. It's in. Now to tighten it down, don't forget your back plate with your bolt. This is your back plate and your bolt. Put these in, screw them in slowly till you get them nice and flat. Make sure they're lined up where they need to go. And it's all the way down. We'll grab a wrench from previously and then tighten it down. And don't forget to torque it afterwards. I'll be torquing everything off camera. I torqued everything off camera. I already put the wires back off. Right now, we just need to plug in these 2 plugs on the back of this airbag and do the final test. Make sure it's the right orientation. The black plug, line it up and push it in slowly so you don't break anything. It does have a tab that lines you up. So I'm gonna hold this upside down and line up that tab. I'll correct it afterwards. Same thing with the yellow plug. It's got a little tab where it orients it. Put that in there, line it up slowly, and don't force it in because those prongs are very delicate that take care of the airbag system. So be very delicate when you put these back in. Once they're in, flip the airbag up, line it up where it needs to be. Don't forget the Christmas tree clip. Put that Christmas tree clip in, all the way, line up the bag. Let's see if we can get this on the first try, which we haven't ever. There, clip 1, clip 2, and clip 3. It's all in. Let me put the wires back in and we'll test if the horn works. So we connected the battery back up. Moment of truth. It works. It's only working on 1 horn. We will be fixing that lame horn with the original Ram 2500 horn. The one in there was a replacement one from when this got into a fender bender. I jerry-rigged one to work. Now we'll be putting in the original one. Now that we know that the horn works, let's test out the steering wheel buttons. Let's crank her over. She turned on, which is also great. See, horn. Horn works. You see the buttons? The screen is working. We got it working. Yes, I haven't reset any light for the same reason that the buttons didn't work. It does have a fresh oil change. It has had the fresh fuel filters. I couldn't reset or do anything to this. Now our buttons are working. All of this needs to be reset. They've all been serviced, they've all been replaced. We haven't had the chance to reset them because the buttons never work. And that's how you tackle the steering wheel buttons and harness on the inside of your truck. I appreciate every single one of you that stayed till the end and watched all the way through. And in the very end, if you wait just a little bit, stick around and you can see a few seconds of the credits. And in the credits is where we give thanks back to the community like you that commented on our videos throughout the week. We will be dropping videos every Friday. And if you comment enough on our videos, we'll put you on the next section of credits.